Of course. I think I'm recording. Laura, you wanted my dad's story, so I thought it'd be better if he told it himself. So we're going to videotape this, and then I'll put it on paper and send it to you. So I would say the beginning of the story would be for about a year, February or March of 2015, that he started feeling, he had a little bit of a knot in his neck.
Not frying.
Here. I'm gonna.
Under my right jaw.
Okay.
And I was speaking kind of funny, but I thought that was due to my age.
Is that on
I
you?
thought that was on account of my age that I was speaking kind of funny. So all the doctors that I go to, every one of them, I said, the lump in my throat didn't feel right. He said, well, we'll keep an eye on it. So then we caught it by accident.
It continued to grow, and the more that it grew, Dad's voice started sounding muffled, and you couldn't understand him. It sounded like he was talking underwater. It was very distorted, and the more that time went by, it became, we growingly were more and more concerned. And the doctor kept saying, well, let's just keep an eye on it.
And it turned out that we kept an eye on it to the third stage of cancer, although it didn't spread. And it hadn't spread. So the kidney doctor said, you need to check into the hospital because your numbers are not right. But she had no idea that I had cancer at that time. But a miracle to God, I showed a physician at Methodist Central, and he immediately started making preparations to get interviewed by a cancer doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So don't ever tell me about it. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
That's bad words to me. But I've been checked at least 3 times, and I came out well, so.
Let's go back. She wants a little deeper of your journey. So I know that you checked into the emergency room. You told the doctor, hey, I've got this nodule on my neck. Would you check it out? And within about 5 hours, he confirmed that he felt like you had cancer. Then the test proved that it was indeed cancer. So they put a halt on Dad's kidney. The main focus became treating the cancer. So we were introduced to the radiologist and oncologist, Dr. Moparty, and as a family we all gathered for that first meeting, and he said the treatment, that it was stage 3. The prognosis was 8 months for Dad to live. And the prognosis was pretty scary to all of us. But he said with aggressive treatment, meaning
40 treatments of radiation and 8 treatments of
chemo.
And then they cut my neck out to make sure that there was no cancer left in those nodules.
And that came after all of that treatment. It was so bad that... Hi, Abel. It was so bad that Dad tried to get a feeding tube initially, but when they went in, they couldn't get to his stomach because of the gastric bypass. But he tried to tough it out, and they told him that he needed to eat as much as he could and gain as much weight as he could because he was going to lose probably up to 30 pounds. And there got to a point where Dad couldn't eat And that's where Laura Ingram came in, the Ellis County Angel, and cheered you on when it felt like glass.
I felt like giving up on about the 38th radiation treatment. But through your efforts, you talked me out of fudging, so I went ahead and done the course that was set out for me.
It was so bad that the doctor said he had the tongue of a starving man, and he actually stopped Dad's treatment about 2 times, and it couldn't be more than 3 days or they would have had to start it all over. But they weighed Dad, and you were such a sneaky person that you put all the quarters in your Ziploc baggie and you got on that scale and you were determined to get your treatment.
Yeah, I did that.
I found them once or twice and took them away from me.
Well, they were so concerned with my weight, well, I thought I did a bit to it.
You sneaky dog.
You were so sneaky. We were so concerned, but it felt like you had ulcers all in your mouth and eating was so uncomfortable, but
He was determined. The doctor gave us a prescription for $100 mouth rinse for 8 packets. And I scraped the $100 together and I went and got them filled, and he would not take not one of them.
I didn't need to. Because I was eating well by myself without trying to feed me through my stomach. And
you were eating like a bird. We were very worried.
Yeah.
But you were such a tough old bird that you just kept on trucking on.
Yeah.
So then later, you had to have what's called a partial radical neck disectomy. And when we YouTube that, it was the scariest thing. And when they did that, basically they lift up his face, literally, and they removed the lymph nodes. And it left some nerve damage. And that
I couldn't reach my arms above my head.
Yeah.
And I asked the doctor what did he do. He cut my nerves. He said, no, I just disturbed them. But, I can't buy that. Because I can't feel any cold around my neck. And if my nerve endings were correct, then I could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here I am, about a year later, I'm still in the hospital bed for other reasons. So we'll continue this some other time.
Yeah, we went and his cancer, he's been cancer free. All the glory and praise to God. We went to Dr. McCarty and he gave Dad the news that he was cancer free, and he said if he could get to 5 years, he would be cancer free and that he was in remission. But we believe that he actually beat it. It's actually been, this is the 3rd year.
Yeah, that's good.
So we're 3 years in.
Yeah.
Did you realize that?
No, I didn't stop to pay attention and count my toes.
Because that was 2015.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Same time I bought that Nissan.
Mm-hmm. So, Laura, this is Dad's story, and as a caretaker, it was, the beginning of life-changing our normal. We have a new normal now, and you just adjust, and you do what's needed, and you support each other, and you love each other through the good times, the difficult times. And as a family, you just do what you got to do. It's hard watching someone you love suffer.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll sign off right now and we'll continue this conversation a little bit further up.
Okay.
Bye.